Welcome to Culture Thing. In January 1941, the Second World War was raging, and Henri Matisse nearly died on an operating table in Lyon. He was 71 years old. When he survived, he said, "I had prepared so thoroughly for my exit from life that I feel as though I am in a second existence." What followed was the most radical, joyful, and inventive 13 years of his career. This is that story. Through more than 300 works, the exhibition Matisse 1941-1954 at the Grand Palais in Paris explores the final years of his intense creativity. France is occupied. The threat of bombardment forces Matisse from Nice to the village of Vence, where he rents a villa called Le Rêve, the dream. Confined mostly to his bed, he turns to drawings. He publishes these drawings under the title Themes and Variations, 158 works, arranged like musical phrases, on the surface effortless, although Matisse compares himself to an acrobat who trains for hours so that in the moment of performance there is no thinking, only flight. Between 1946 and 48, he paints his last great series of canvases, 11 paintings rarely seen together, and then he sets the brushes aside and picks up the scissors. "Cutting directly into color," Matisse wrote, "reminds me of the direct carving of sculptors." The cutout, the gouache découpé, becomes his language. Working pinned to the walls of his studio, the compositions grow, including the famous Blue Nudes, a series of 15 variations on a figure cut from blue gouache, not seen side by side like this in decades. And yet, according to Matisse, that was not his crowning glory. Years earlier, in 1947, a young nun who had once modeled for him asked Matisse for advice on a small chapel to be built in Vence. Beyond mere advice, Matisse designed stained glass windows, the vestments, the altar, the roof tiles. "When I enter the chapel," he said, "I feel it is entirely me, the best of me." Matisse's work during the final years of his life belie a period of deep personal upheaval. During the German occupation, Matisse stayed in the south of France, but in 1944, the Gestapo arrested and tortured his wife and daughter, who had joined the French resistance. Watch our video on Matisse and Marguerite for more on that story. Matisse died in 1954 at the age of 84, having said his long goodbye with his final 13 years of freedom from someone who had already faced death and found, on the other side, nothing but color and light. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing as it helps more people find our channel. Thank you for watching.